Hey everybody, welcome to KimmelsIrishPub.com. I realize I no longer have to really announce the movie because you guys see it before you click on it, but with that being said, we're still going to watch A Bad Mom's Christmas. So, I'm pretty excited about this movie. Not so much about the movie, but I have a special guest, and it's not Bo Quinn Kimmel. It's another woman in my life, a bad mom herself. There she is, Miss Joelle Jelly Kimmel.
Hi.
I'll pause while you guys go ahead and clap. All right, great. I'm excited. You're excited. We got a couple stars in this movie. What stars do you know that are in this movie?
Mila Kunis
I wanted her to say that because I'd mess it up.
and Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell, Catherine Hahn, right? Justin Hartley is in it. He's Green Arrow, the old Green Arrow, not the new Green Arrow. And Susan Sarandon. But let's talk a little bit about numbers real quick. We'll get into it. 23% from Rotten, 29% from Rotten Tomatoes from the critics. They didn't like it. The audience didn't like it too much either. 49%, and IMDb has it at a 5.8. But we know none of those matters. None of those numbers matter. It's what we say that matters.
I heard a lot of people who really enjoyed it, like a lot. So I'm excited.
There you have it. There's intel right there. Do you know what the movie's about?
Christmas.
It's about Christmas?
The first Bad Moms was basically just the day-to-day struggle of being a mom from different points of view. So I would imagine that this, I believe it has something to do with their mothers being involved, but
I think you're right. I think that's what the synopsis says. I think the synopsis says it's about mothers coming to visit them on Christmas and their struggles and adding another obstacle to their day-to-day life.
which the pressure can do that.
Yes. So do you have any insight on being a day-to-day mother?
Oh, well, not much. Just
Not to put you on the spot.
right. Well, how am I supposed to answer that?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
You heard it here first, folks. She's a mom herself, trying to raise not 2 girls, but 3 kids.
No,
Number 3.
he's not.
That's
Not a
amazing.
kid. Don't.
So, all right. So we're going to get into it a little bit. We'll watch a little bit of the movie, and we'll do some check-ins and give you more of a synopsis rather than just what you read, because that's what we're here to do. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a little bit, and see you in a bit. That was her. That was a lead-in, but she missed it. All right. See you in a little bit. Everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. Wasn't planning on it, but somebody had to use the bathroom, so I figured take advantage of it and do a quick check-in. We're watching A Bad Mom's Christmas. It's the 30-minute and 31-second mark. We've met all 3 moms now. We know a little bit more about the plot. Spoiler alert, it's just like Bad Moms, but instead of becoming bad moms, they're taking back Christmas. They used the same plot line, just changed the thing. So a little disappointed in that. There's not a lot of creativity, I don't think, there. But that's not why we're not watching this for the plot. We're watching this for the laughs.
You're right.
Anyway, so we've seen all 3 moms now. Would you like to describe maybe some of the mothers?
Well, sure. We have the regular mom, which Mila Kunis is. She's the hard-working, stressed out, day-to-day mom, just trying to do her best, and it feels like there's always just something else on top of it going on. And then you have the
the moms.
The moms.
Yeah, because I think we all know, the
Oh,
moms from one.
I apologize. Okay,
But
all
that's
right.
good. That's good. But
Well,
let's
because
talk
then,
about the
okay,
moms
so
more.
then her mom,
Yes.
then to, go off that is, her mom is the perfectionist, has all of her ducks in a row, who is giving her daughter a lot of pressure just to make Christmas absolutely spectacular, with like all the way down to like over the top house decorations and things like that. And then you have
Very overbearing.
oh yeah, it's to the point where it's just there's no way you can compare. You have the Kristen Bell's mom.
Kiki.
And Kiki is herself. She's a little bit like she's way stressed out. She's doing her best. She's kind of quiet and stuff. So, but her mom is like that. But apparently, Kiki lost her dad, so the mother is very clingy. So she really oversteps her boundaries a lot, to the point where it's making her and her husband uncomfortable, which is hard. And then you have what's the other mom's name?
I don't know what the mom's name is. I know her name is Carla. That's played by Catherine Hahn. Her mom, I don't know.
Yeah, so you know, like so you
Susan
know.
Sarandon plays her mom.
Yeah, so the girl, the mom, the Carla Hahn, right?
Carla.
Yeah, I know. Because she's kind of rough around the edges, and she's, like a little bit more risque. So her mom's the same, but you could tell that from this movie, it seems like she wasn't much of a mother herself. But while she notices her daughter is trying to do her best to actually be a mom, she's not really on the same page as her, and likes to live the rock and roll lifestyle, like they say. So it's kind of interesting to see the two, because there's always a personality that matches with the daughters. I feel.
Yeah, good. So there you go. I mean, there's a good description of what the mothers are like and what they have to deal with this holiday season. I think we're seeing a couple of little laughs here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing over the top laughter. Just a couple of giggles here and there. But I think you got the plot line. You understand what the moms are and what they're dealing with, and we'll get into it a little bit more. See if we need to do a couple more check-ins. But one thing I will say, she mentioned it while we were watching the film. Failed to mention it here. How great Susan Sarandon looks.
Mm-hmm.
She looks great for, I don't know how old she is, but I assume she's been in a lot of movies, but she does look wonderful, so I thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. All right. We'll get back to the film right now and check in a little bit. See ya. Hey everybody, we're at the credits. Didn't really need to have another check-in. I didn't think it was worth it. You got the gist of what the movie was about, and after that it was just they create the rift between the moms, the bad moms and their older moms, to create the comedy of errors, to get some laughs out of it, but it creates that uncomfortable feeling. Nobody should be treating their mothers bad, especially around Christmas, and the way that they did it made you feel uncomfortable, so you didn't feel like laughing that much. I will say that there was one part that I enjoyed throughout this movie, and that was the spa with Justin Hartley. That I think is the funniest part of the entire movie. So if you're going to watch this movie, I'd watch it up to that point, and then you can probably just turn it off. But the other part that I really enjoyed about this movie was actually watching it with my wife. I thought that was a lot of fun making the film. That made it a lot better. So if you have a hot wife to watch a movie with, it makes it bearable. But if you're going to watch it alone, turn it off after that part. But go ahead, add anything you would like to add.
No, I mean, it's basically what he said. I guess I feel like I can understand the purpose of it. As a mom yourself, you have your own ideas of Christmas and what you want. And then as a mother, like your own mother, they try so hard to do so much. So it's almost kind of like the expectation of always trying to make it perfect could be overbearing. And so it's hard for me to see it, because I was thinking I understand the struggle that moms have to try to make things perfect, and it could be too much. But there's always a good intention. However, I didn't think there was as many funny moments as the first Bad Moms. It was heartwarming at points, but overall, I mean, it wasn't a bad movie. But if I had to choose, I'd pick the first one first.
I agree. I think the first one was a lot of laugh out loud moments, more about the comedy. They tried to do a little bit of comedy in this, but then they made it to sentimental, emotional kind of stuff, which I didn't think was what we were looking for anyway in the film. One of the things I forgot to mention that Joelle mentioned early on is she's watching all three moms between Amy, Carla, and Kiki, and the way that they interact. She sees herself in all three. The way, and when you watch it, probably in the first Bad Moms too.
Yeah, I mean, it's because you think about it, everyone's like, who are you most like? Well, I'd really be hard pressed to find anybody who's exactly like one of them. But you have days where you're more like Kiki, or days where you're more like Carla, or whatever. And it's kind of funny to see that, because I could relate, you know, with little bits of each of them. But, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah. So there are some good points. I thought Peter Gallagher, who plays Amy's mom's husband, so Amy's dad. To cut right to the chase, Amy's dad, I thought he was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's from the OC. He was the dad in the OC. So yeah, he had some funny parts, and I think Justin Hartley did a good job in his little role, and that was some of the funny parts. But otherwise, I'm a little disappointed. How many stars are you going to give it? Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
I'll say 7.
Okay. I was probably going to give it a 6. Thought she was a little generous, but, you know, hey. You heard it here first. There you go. Bad moms, bad Christmas, bad, movie. No, not bad. It just came out. But, so this was our first review together. So I'm looking for a lot of feedback, a lot of comments. Hit the like button if you can. But I'd really like to hear what your thoughts were. If you saw the movie, I want to hear what your thoughts are. And I want to know what you thought about the dynamic duo here on our first attempt at a movie review. So hopefully you made it this far and stuck it out. And hope to hear from you. Thanks for joining KimmelsIrishPub.com.
See ya.
Peace.